This mic stand has just about had it. Gonna have to get a new one. Alright, we're here with a new game, Paradise Killer. Once upon a time, somebody must have said something about this. I forget who it was. Somebody had said, "Oh, it's kind of like Danganronpa," and then later came back and said, now that I've seen more of it, it really isn't, but you might still like it. So
Paradise Killer.
it's in English. Oh, I already hate it. You will soon enter a paradise where fact and truth are not the same. Explore paradise in your own way and find your own truth. Paradise Killer has a wealth of accessibility options. Please tailor the experience to best suit your needs. Paradise Killer does not autosave. You must use the save points on the island. Saving a record of your existence is free and easy and leads to a happier paradise. What a weird disclaimer. The Syndicate created the first paradise island to worship their dead alien gods. Guided by leader Montserrat, the Syndicate attempted to resurrect the gods by forcing citizens into psychic worship rituals. However, the worship invites demonic corruption from beyond the stars. The islands always fail. The islands die and a new paradise island is born. The cycle repeats. Island Sequence 13. Lady Love dies. The Syndicate's lead investigator is deceived by the god Damned Harmony. She endangered paradise. Her sentence is eternal exile. The island could not be saved. Demonic corruption began to infect the fabric of paradise. The island died. The citizen slaughter ritual took place. Another paradise island failed. The cycle always repeats. I think that's the name of the protagonist. Lady Love dies. Lady Love dies watched from exile in the Idle Lands as each island flourished and died. Each iteration got closer to perfection. Demonic corruption events decreased. Island 24 was almost perfect until Henry Division, a lowly citizen, got too close to the gods. He allowed demons to flood the island. The citizens were once again slaughtered. The council began their meditation to end 24 and birth perfect 25. But before they could complete it, Paradise was killed. Curious. So I guess that's, the more I think about it, that's a common thing in fiction, right? The idea of saying, okay, the world is in some way something that has been created by outside forces and is repeating. Ha ha ha. Hee hee hee. The crime to end all crimes. This blend tastes different. The islands define the whiskey. This one definitely tastes of embers. She put the fire out. Was it a cosmic dream? No. They called on her, the exile. They needed to. Lady Love dies, 24th Island Sequence. Born at the Longest Tower, Britain, in AD 1000 under the sign of Kiss Me to the Moon, the Syndicate's lead investigator. After the Damned Harmony incident on Island 13, the Paradise Cycle unit was shut down, and Love Dies was exiled to the Idle Lands as punishment. We already knew that.
Another day in exile.
Something's wrong. I can feel it. Island 24 is supposed to be ending. Why am I still here?
I have a bad feeling about
Just to
this.
suffer? I wonder if I might actually turn the voices off. I almost never do that for, bloop. Games that have voice. Relic obtained. Wistful photo. The outside of Paradise Psycho Unit before it was disbanded. The last photo that was taken of me back on Island 13. Fleeting thoughts, lost treasures, the remnants of lives lived. A vignette of another. A window in time. That's pictures. Oh, maybe I actually want to play mouse and keyboard. I hate looking around on a controller. I guess for no reason I had thought that this was like a 2D sprite-based game. Days since you were exiled, 3 million. A portrait of me, painted by Lydia before I was exiled. The hell are you? Is there anything else to pick up? Actually, yeah. Let me try mouse and keyboard instead. Oh. Let's try it with superior buttons. There we go. Torch? Does that mean flashlight? I probably want to turn the mouse sensitivity down a little bit. Lady Love dies!
Who are you?
Who are you? The first person you've spoken to in 3 million days. Can you taste it in the air? Don't make me repeat myself. This feels like it's going to be a bad day. Cool it, Love Dies. You're getting a call. A call? Oh, you're in for a treat. You used to be the Syndicate's investigator, right? They're talking about you down there. They need the investigation freak. Time to get back in the saddle. Get out of the Idle Lands and get back to work. Exile is over. Why is a demon in the Idle Lands? The name's Shin Ujiga. You can call me Shinji. I'm just here to hang. I got no horse in this race. What race? Someone's made a move against the Syndicate. People are betting on the wrong horses. What do you want, Shinji? I like a good bit of murder. It's a good time. The best time. I'm just here to watch the results play out. You got some solving to do, some investigating, some looking real hard, some good thinking. Time to weave some truth, Love Dies. Anyway, I gotta bounce. Go get your laptop. You're gonna need it. See you on the island. I have no idea what's going on. The little runt said I need to find my laptop. He must mean Starlight. Every investigator needs an assistant. Starlight is up by the barrier that overlooks the island. Skulls, yes. So we've been in exile for 3 million years, and that is supposedly, according to him, the first person that we have spoken to. There is a jump. There is a sprint. Cannot change direction in the air while jumping.
That's strange.
That's strange.
Why?
Why is Starlight unlocked? 3 million days up here, and now she's calling out to me. Investigator's best friend, Starlight. It's been a while since me and the girl did the dance of an investigation. Bloop, bloop. Mega RAM enhanced. I wish I had a Mega RAM enhanced computer. I only have standard RAM. May the silent goat walk with you.
That's weird.
A phone call from Judge is unexpected. Why can't I advance?
Lady Love Dies.
Madness has overtaken the island. That happened a long time ago. Doesn't seem to think that R is go. I have to click, but sometimes clicking doesn't work. The council were murdered as the new island was born. Is this a prank? Leader Montserrat is dead. The council are dead. This is no joke. A killer tried to take everything from us. The syndicate is about to collapse. You need an investigator, and you're in luck. My diary's pretty empty today. You don't put what you're going to do in a diary? This lady has no idea how to live. I have authorized the use of Starlight. Take her and come to the island. Your exile is over. The prison doors are
I have a
open.
bad feeling about this.
Judge, the barrier's still up.
The door to truth will open.
Starlight can dance her way through it. Fall down to us and breathe life back into paradise. And you want me to just fall to the island? The islands haven't changed. The fall won't hurt you. Step off into the abyss and drop to the island. Lydia will be waiting for
Breathe
you.
life back into paradise.
I wonder if continue tweaking options. There we go. Do-ba-do-do-do-do-do. Authentic modem sound. A nightmare computer from the depths of space that uses a language born on a long-dead world. The Syndicate never upgrades. Starlight can emulate the OS and break down the components used in the symbols, but I need to work out how they are used. I haven't seen these symbols before. It looks like a hieroglyphic-based language. I need to find a clue to know which symbols release the lock. I can brute force it with trial and error, but I'm a busy woman now. Starlight can see the answer. I need to work out how to make it. Some of these parts should make the symbol I need. Select components from the ones available and match them to the top image, completing the puzzle. Like, right now? That was easy. Now what? Hieroglyphics. Takes me back to university. I was the only one in that arcane text class. Looks like the language is divided into different groupings of symbols for different types of objects the civilization found important. The rest of the Syndicate can't decode these. They have keys coded to the specific machines they're allowed to access. The data on the nightmare computers is tamper-proof, sealed machines that hook into the fabric of the island. There'll be more on the island that I can unlock. Judge said they need me down on the island. The people that exiled me are dead, and I need to find out the who, how, and why. Time to fall into a pit of crime. A leap of faith into the sun-drenched abyss of memories, secrets, and crime. Okay, so that was where I was supposed to go. I wasn't sure if that was like a little side thing that I had done, but no, that's the way you're supposed to go. There was nothing else at all here. Nothing in the water, nothing on the... Here is a something. A well-read book about an ex-gangster that decided to become a master of grilled chicken skewers. Not sure why I need that or what purpose it's going to serve. Found a thing. Dulled percolator. Coffee doesn't taste the same if you're not working. Curious. I don't know yet if I'm going to use these items for a thing. I've already cracked this one. Interesting land.
Paradise Killer.
So I was exiled in a place where there was a window, and I could just look out and see what was going on. Dead Nebula Beer. What's this? The Paradise Gates. Passage to the next island sequence. The gates are in lockdown until I solve this case. Unable to interface. Required software not found. Starlight's inventory. Install any pending updates. Missing Cosmos. Blood crystals? 0 out of 0? Alright, well, this is a 0% blood crystal run. I'm not going to pick up any blood crystals. Lydia, it's been too long. I'm glad you're back, LD. Lydia Daybreak, your oldest friend. Born in Moana Falls, Kenya in AD 1001 under the sign of Beautiful Spectre. The Syndicate's fairy woman, responsible for transporting the Syndicate to New Island sequences. After an uninteresting childhood spent in worship of beautiful specters, she enlisted in the army during her teens. Lydia became known as a Titan killer after she successfully defended a temple complex from 3 monstrosities born from beyond the stars. She retired from the world of assassination when she met Sam Daybreak, fleeing to join the Syndicate together. Thanks, Starlight. Starlight's giving you the full 101, huh? I've been in exile for 3 million days. She obviously thinks I need a refresher. Why don't we just say 1 million years, right? Wouldn't you stop counting days and start counting years eventually? No, wait. Not 1 million years. 10,000 years. I can math. And alphabet. What did I miss?
Evil stuff, LD. Last night was a killer.
It's not your voice. The council were killed just as the next island was born. Word is, a killer got into their building and took a knife to them. How are you feeling? Messed up, LD. This is the worst. The island needs an investigator. You shouldn't have been exiled, LD. Wait, her name is also LD. Why does she call me LD? We needed you down here. Judge told me to bring you... Judge, that person. Told me to bring you to them. Let's go. Let's go see them then. One thing before we go, LD. I can ferry you around the island if you need me to. Save your feet from a hike. If you need to pick up, call me on one of the phones. The phones are deactivated since it's the end of the island, so you'll need to fire them up again. I already activated this phone for you in case you need to come back here.
Ferrywoman reporting for duty.
Vroom. Seatbelts on, LD. How was exile? 3 million days just flies past. Cheer up, Buttercup. You're back on the island now. Back in the game. It's been so long since we rode together, Lydia. I miss the old days. And what did she do again? What was she exiled for? Already forgot. I know. Us girls used to get shit done. It was fun back in the day. How have you been? All good. Life has been relaxed. We got a cat. It's a Bengal. I called it Dagger. You still painting? Uh-huh. She's been painting for 3 million days? Boring. Each island is more beautiful than the last. I like to capture them before they go. I like your perfume, by the way. Oh, thanks, LD. Fruity one, isn't it? It's a unique blend that I got made especially. It's nice. I'll have to get some on the next island. Sorry, LD. The blend is my own secret recipe. We're almost there. We've been driving this whole time? With you not having your eyes on the road? It's dangerous. Go speak to Judge. If you want to hang, I'll be on the pier. It's been so long since I performed an investigation. You getting the fire back? Never left. I was born to investigate. Go get him, LD. Screech, crash. I think I probably will just turn the voices off altogether. Do explore, touch all the things, don't talk to you. I don't know what that is. My old gun. When the time comes to execute justice, she will sing the song of punishment. Possibly with truth bullets. Hello, Judge. Good to see Justice again. Birthplace, forgotten. Birth sign, forgotten. Every society needs a form of justice, and a syndicate member volunteered. They believed so deeply in impartial justice that they scrubbed their ego and fused themselves to the island, becoming Judge. They would become the embodiment of justice, acting on behalf of the island. Starlight is helping you navigate through the sea of truth already. Judge. Paradise requires power and sacrifice. If you say so. Welcome back to the blood-stained paradise, Lady Love Dies. The investigator is here. Tell me about the crime. The council are dead. Our leader's gone. The black pall of crime hangs over us. Leader Montserrat has been taken from us. The whole council were murdered at once? Ah. Emerald Splash 20-meter radius was broken all at the same time? It was DL. Don't ask me how I know. They gathered to birth the new island, our perfect new home, Perfect 25. So have they only had 12 of these worlds in 10,000 years? Oh, and born in 1000 AD, and the other one was 1001 AD. So maybe each of these worlds lasts for about 1,000 years, perhaps? Could be. At the end of their meditation, the killer struck. Arrogance put the entire council in one room. Hubris is a large gap in armor. If you're a murder junkie, that's quite the hit. What time? Midnight. The holy hour. The hour of weird. The hour of... Judge, I get it. All the council were murdered last night at midnight. Do you have a suspect? It's a miracle. A mass murderer in custody. Henry Division? A citizen possessed by a demon. He's killed before. A decade ago. He came back. We found the knife in his hand. The council's blood in his stomach, you say? Well, sounds innocent to me. The oppressed rise up. Who'd have thought? Where's the crime scene? The council's own penthouse. The brutalist tower that reaches to the sky. Has anyone been in there? The council are protected by 4 holy seals. Only our leaders can open them. We cannot get into the crime scene. We cannot access the slaughter. How did the killer get in? Truth waits for you in the shadows. Truth hides behind the smoke of crime. We only know the nature of the first holy seal. 2 of the finest God Justice Marshals, stationed as guards, as sentinels. One of them always tells the truth, and the other always lies. It's a puzzle. Both butchered by the monster. Okay, it's not a puzzle. Demonic sigils cover the suspect's body, scorched onto him by the astral demon inside him. Well, those same sigils are daubed in the marshal's blood at the entrance to the council building. If no one has been in the crime scene, how do you know the council are dead? Their work is done. A new island has been born, yet they have not emerged from their chambers. The accused was found with a red, slick knife and a belly full of the blood of the council members. In this instance, the answer to the terrifying equation is dreadful murder. I'm going to assume there are no eyewitnesses if it's a locked room murder. None that have come forward. Why would someone decapitate the syndicate now? Is it an interloper, a god, a desirer of power? Is it naked ambition played out with a knife in a penthouse? A power play? A sicko killing for kicks? The world's a twisted place. It wouldn't surprise me. The balance has existed for millennia. Who's running the show now? I installed Architect Camelina as the acting leader. We have birthed Perfect 25, a wonderful new home of her design. She is best placed to oversee this new transition. As bizarre as this vision of crime is, there is a further anomaly. Just one? You remember KHX? Our master craftsman. What about him? He is missing. We haven't had any contact with him for several days. Blong. This is doubly concerning, as he designed the second holy seal that protects the council. Suspect? Is he a potential killer? If you can track the right truth through the darkened forest of secrecy, you might be able to prove it. Lady Love Dies, it's been a while since we needed you. The Syndicate is in danger. You're in danger. Unspoken things beyond the stars are in danger. The island will not give up its secrets easily. What is the truth? What are facts? Are they the same? Evidence? Testimony? They are yours to find, yours to take. We must find who did this. Crime cannot hide. Crime always wants to be found. The nature of crime is perverse. Starlight has the blood records of the council. I have just updated Starlight with a blood sample of Henry as well. Use them to examine the murder weapon and crime scene. I need this solved so we can move on to the new island. A suspect isn't enough. I need concrete proof. I am linked to Starlight, a conduit of justice. She will track your case files. She has just unlocked her suspect module. Investigate, interrogate, Find the gold evidence in the silt of the island. When you are ready, bring them to me, and we'll begin the trials. The trials will determine the guilty. Assemble your facts and present a truth to me. You may not understand your truths. Bring them to trial, and we will reveal the guilty together and attain clarity. We can start the trials whenever you are ready. They will be the climax of your investigation, but you determine when that climax will be. Are you ready to investigate? This island will try to hide the truth from you. When love dies, all that remains are facts. Why did I glitch? Am I in the Matrix? Is it Danganronpa 2? A duel across the sun-drenched streets. It's hard to say. The sun-drenched streets between the investigator and the truth. Paradise Island is yours. Crime details received. 2352. Henry Division escapes from the desolation cell. Grand Marshal Akiko 14 was guarding him. The count 000 hours. The council are murdered. 003. Henry is found outside the council building by Akiko. Akiko informs witness that Henry has been found and that the first seal guards are murdered. Akiko confirms to witness that the holy seals are closed. She cannot secure the penthouse. Judge assumes authority over the island and locks the paradise gates. Syndicate meeting is held in courtroom. Judge appoints Carmelina as acting leader. Judge decrees that they are bringing Lady Love Dies out of exile. A full investigation will happen before the island ends. Judge activates starlights and waits for Lady Love Dies to make contact. Crime details end. A blood sample taken from Henry Division, the prime suspect of the council murder last night. Have a gun yet? Not yet. Are you our savior as well? Is paradise worth saving? Are you ready to start the trial? We found the facts and crafted a truth. Ready to work this. Cast a light upon the shadowy recesses where truth lies. Are you ready to begin the trials? This is the point of no return. Ensure that you are happy with your evidence and reasoning. There's no going back. Continue investigation. Take that. Still working on it. I am almost salivating for the trial. Come back when you are ready. So who is this witness? Witness to the end? Doesn't witness to the end usually have authority at the end of an island? The remaining syndicate members are all submerged in the bubbling swamp of suspicion. This includes witness. Okay, so the whole syndicate wasn't murdered. Just the people that were crafting the new island. This includes witness. You just took jurisdiction? I am impartial. My ego was scrubbed a long time ago. I am fused to this island. I cannot move from the chamber of justice. You and I are the only ones free of suspicion. You and I will understand the truths. I am almost salivating. Okay. Clarify. Why did you make Architect the acting leader? Perfect 25 is her design, her vision. The syndicate has been mortally wounded. We cannot let the move to the new island suffer as well. The law forbids her to be on the council. I have not forgotten her father's crimes. She is a temporary leader. We will go to the new island, and she will step down. Any assurance on that? The marshals work for the council and the syndicate. They will ensure she steps down. Okay, so wait. Council is... We'll figure that out. Where are the rest of the syndicate? Some made it out, ferried through the paradise gates to the new island. The rest remain here, the gates sealed after the bloodbath. Are they suspects as well? It is possible that they set a conspiracy in motion before they left. I doubt it, though. Criminals always return to the scene of the crime. They insert themselves in the narrative. They need to know. The rest of the syndicate are on the new island. The gates are sealed. They can't come back. They cannot revisit. I see. They can't exert influence from the new island, or keep tabs on the investigation. If you commit the crime to end all crimes, you need to know how it is playing out. Focus on the suspects here. If a conspiracy was initiated by someone who has left, a co-conspirator will be on the island. You will reveal the truth through them. Why me? I nearly allowed Damned Harmony to wipe us out. You don't get exiled for a misdemeanor. You are the victim. not the criminal. The Syndicate is wrong to punish those that smell the rose of a god's deception. Ooh. The gods are insidious, slithering into your mind. Corruption by an astral deity is not consensual. You're the only one to have said that. I was bound by Montserrat and the Council all those millennia ago. Now I can make it up to you. Thank you, Judge. Bloop. So, I do believe... There's my torch. I do believe that this is, did someone... AR mode? Oh, interesting. That what you do determines, like, that there isn't one... that's kind of what the thing at the very beginning was saying, that there's a difference between facts and truth. That it seems like as you play through, you are not necessarily... We'll see. We'll see. I don't want to speculate too much. Moment of your time. What now? Am I going to be seeing a lot of you? I understand you've got a lot on your plate. A mass murder on an island full of weirdos and all that. I feel for you. I really do. Skip to the end. You know the blood crystals? That currency you guys are so precious about? I took the liberty of acquiring some while everyone was leaving. Go on. Where is this going? I redistributed the wealth. Who to? Not who, but where. I've scattered it around the island. You'll need it. Crimson Acid will trade you blood crystals for secrets. If you want a cold, refreshing beer on a hot day, it'll cost you. Is it just me, or are the vending machines here a bit expensive? What would you know? You're from another planet. Is he? Hey, I'm just making conversation. Catch you later. So is that one of the Cthulhu old gods? Bling. Save game. Saving a record. Blah. Unlock. Spend 1 blood crystal to unlock travel to and from this point. Unlock now for a free Starlight skin. Do I care about skins? I don't know. I don't know what else we spend money on, so I'm not going to spend any right now. Our leader, Montserrat Breaker. He died, though. I guess. Gotta say, it's nice to be walking around without a time limit. Do I kill in paradises, or do I kill paradises? Well, I am looking for the person who is killing in the paradise. Island sequence 20, memento obtained. The mountain collapses. Why? How? It was supposed to be perfect. It wasn't my fault. Death in Paradise? Never heard of it. I don't think. Oh, hi. The investigator, I presume. Where did you come from? Where does anyone come from? The stork? Who are you? My new name is One Last Kiss. New name? My old self was left behind, taken from me. I assumed a new form and new name. I wonder if you'll discover my old self. When you look around this island, what do you see? Do these conversation things matter? See, unknowable secrets, always on the edge of my vision, rarely allowing me to focus on them. This island is 1,000 little tragedies waiting to be discovered. I know where one is. When things die, where do they go? Do you think I am dead? If I am, where would I be? You want me to find your resting place? The Syndicate graveyard? This little game better lead to something. I hope so too, investigator. Weird. Oh no, Dad likes to watch it. It's a crime drama about a British inspector who gets a post on some Caribbean island. I don't remember. Did you recommend this game to me, or was it Odd Garrett? Somebody did. A tower that broadcasts music to the speakers on the island. There's tape in here. New music file added. Midori Eyes. The woman at the cocktail bar. I remember her a lifetime ago. Or was it another timeline? I should have made a different choice. And what was this? AR vision. Seems to say that there's actually nothing important up here. Which means all of the most important things are up here. Right? So to Eternal Return? What is that about? Another save point. Basically League, except as a battle royale. Okay. KHX Workshop. The world is so loud. This is exciting. There's an unsent letter to Crimson. KHX is accusing her of using him to get the secret of the second holy seal. Waifu Beatty, Korean, not pay to win. Reasonable, but I have too many games. I always say that and have always said that. I have too many games. So the deal here, just to try to recap, there's a lot to fill in. Apparently, reality consists of some kind of syndicate creating a paradise world over and over again, hoping to, I forget what their goal is already, but every once in a while it fails because of demons from beyond the stars corrupting people, and then they throw it out and start a new one, basically. And we are someone who got exiled because during the 12th run, I think they said, 12th or 13th run? No, 13th would have been, I would have remembered if it was 13th. So it was probably the 12th run. During the 12th Paradise, like, we almost got everybody, including the people in charge, killed, so we were exiled and have spent the last 3 million days in exile. In the meantime, 12 more cycles have gone by, and just now when they were preparing to end the 24th cycle and they built the 25th world, the Syndicate were all murdered. And now we have been pulled out of exile because we are an investigator and we have to investigate and find out who did it. And there's someone who obviously did it, so it's obviously not them. KHX is accusing her of using him to get the secret of the second holy seal. Was Crimson in a relationship with KHX? He says the key is missing, and he's going to tell Montserrat that Crimson took it. Why does Crimson want the key to the second holy seal? Yes, that is us. Lady Love Dies. Everyone has weird names, by the way. Case file work has not been carried out for... Last case file work was never ago. All obtained evidence is stored in Starlight. That's our laptop. Case files are opened automatically as you find evidence. Link each piece of evidence to the relevant suspect. Update evidence as new facts are discovered. Tracking and categorization. The investigator must use their intuition and reasoning to define truth. Since this is the first piece of evidence you've required to start, I'll display how the evidence is categorized. This is the only time this flow will be displayed. You wish to see this every time? Okay. Bloop? What? Oh, okay, so I haven't... This is the first I've actually looked on the laptop, so I have not seen this before. Oh, we have multiple mysteries, I guess. Alright, let's go to notes first. Find your truth. It also looks like there are multiple outcomes to each of the trials that we're going to do. That, whatever truth you piece together is not necessarily the same each play. Like, you could come to a different conclusion than someone else, and the game will carry on regardless. Jahan, good evening. So, examine the 2 murdered guards that formed the first Holy Seal. What is the second Holy Seal? What is the third Holy Seal? And what is the fourth Holy Seal? There's 4 seals sealing off the council building, which is where all of the dead people are. Does Crimson know anything about K-Hex's whereabouts? K-Hex accused Crimson of trying to steal the key to the second Holy Seal. K-Hex is missing. One last kiss. I just met her. I don't know anything about her. Dr. Doomjazz. I don't know who that is. Henry Division is the guy who did it, apparently. He was found holding a bloody knife, and the council's blood was in his stomach. Yuri Knight, I don't know who that is. Grand Marshal Arkikar was the guard who was supposed to be guarding Henry Division, and Carmelina Silence is the person who is in charge now. I forgot who Crimson Acid is. Witness to the End is the person who talked with the guard immediately after capturing Henry Division. And they're just people that I know. Oh, I'm carrying around some blood. Good. All Syndicate members have a unique blood vial with a unique blood code. Alright. Relics. I don't know why I would need any of those. Oh, okay. Everyone who... Okay, alright, good. Because I was confused at first. The Syndicate and the Council are not the same thing. The Council is part of the Syndicate. And man, there's way too much to read here. I'm not reading all of that. Oh, and these are the people that they said left. And wait a minute. Oh, murdered by Henry Division 10 years ago. Okay. K-Hex is the person whose house I'm in right now. The gods come to Earth, gift man technology, and the world becomes embroiled in a millennial-long war. The gods are betrayed by their enslaved armies and are killed, imprisoned, or driven from the Earth. The Syndicate is formed by worshippers of the gods. The imprisoned god, Silent Goat, learns of the Syndicate and psychically gifts them his power. The Syndicate use his power to create the Paradise Island sequences and the reality folding drive to fuel them. This is some deep lore. Paradise Island... Was it 13? It was 13. Very well. Lady Love Dies is seduced by the god Damned Harmony. She is exiled to the Idle Lands. And now, during the current sequence, 964 years ago, it was created. 10 years ago, there was a demonic corruption incident. Henry Division illegally communicates with the gods and is possessed by a demon of unknown origin. Henry murders his mother, and during his arrest, he also kills the Syndicate's exorcist, Graced Bloodlines. Demonic corruption taints the island. Paradise Island 24 is condemned. Preparations are made for the birth of Paradise... Okay. Alright, so it's for the past 10 years they've been building Island 25. Yesterday, they completed preparations. The Syndicate's council retired to the penthouse to meditate and birth the next island. And then last night, at midnight precisely, they were murdered. Okay. Map. Scans. Musk. There's a broken necklace with an order form. It's for Akiko. She asked K-Hex to fix her necklace. Maybe this puts her at the scene of a crime? This tuft of hair is coarse like an animal's. Hang on, is this goat hair? It's the same color as Crimson's head. Crimson acid. There's no sign of a struggle or fighting. There's no blood. If something happened to K-Hex here, was it cleaned up? K-Hex's diary. There's lots of notes here. A lot of scrawl and technical drawings. They're interspersed with ramblings about ascending to heaven. He seemed to think he was chosen by the gods. He talks about Crimson being his queen in the astral heaven. What was going on between them? Yeah, it's very normal. Oh, I can jump over that. Can I guess I can leap to my doom. Doesn't hurt. Obsession with Crimson. There's posters everywhere. Do I examine it again? No.
I can't do it if you're watching. If you...
A Faded Oasis raid.
All right. Can't do it if you're leering at me. It's creepy.
How are you? How is everyone? What were you playing? You seem to, I have yet to like really stop in your stream, other than the one time. And Zerp. Yeah, good to be streaming again. Is this blood? Drag marks leading off the edge of the cliff. That seems like a clue. They lead away from K-Hex's workshop. Slime Rancher. Suspicious. Someone or something was dragged to the edge of the cliff. What lies at the bottom? Wait, if you can't die from fall damage... We've established that. Right? Haven't we? I'm gonna find out. You do not die from fall damage. What is this game? It's some kind of detective game. It's a... What? This is K-Hex. Was. Is. Never been a fan of metaphysicality. I sometimes drank with him. He was quite reserved, but opened up after a beer. Intense guy. Focused. Obsessive. What is the body telling me? Is this a body, though? It doesn't look like a... Oh, now it looks like a body. Okay. So, I guess it's it's deliberate. I guess it deliberately looks the way it does, I assume. To sum up again real quick, there's some kind of, like... Man, I just did a good job. How did I start this? So, reality consists of these paradise islands where there's some kind of group that makes one and has some kind of goal in mind. I'm not sure what it is, but usually after centuries, something goes wrong, and it's like, oh, it's not paradise after all. Old gods or demons or something wind up possessing the people, and they ruin it, and it's not paradise. So they go, okay, we'll scrap that island and make a new one. And we're on the 24th such island. This has apparently been going on for some 10,000 years. The main character was exiled after being possessed by a demon and almost wiping everyone out during the 13th cycle. So she was exiled. It's been like 10,000 years. Cycle 24 is ending now, and on the day that they were like, okay, we're done making the new world, we're gonna go like meditate, and then tomorrow, we'll wipe this world out and start on, everybody's gonna go to the 25th world. The entire council was murdered, and so they brought me out of exile to investigate and find out who done it. And now here's another dead person, apparently, even though he just looked like a outline. An ornate ring with a deep blue sapphire set into it. Why was K-Hex gripping this so tightly when he died? Did this belong to the attacker? Head trauma. K-Hex suffered a massive blow to the head. There's blood everywhere, and it looks like the skull is cracked. He was struck once, and for his sake, I hope he died immediately. Wow, we're some investigator. We're like, I hope he died immediately. I don't know. What do I look like? A doctor? Victims of attacks from the front often know the attacker, so it was probably one of the syndicate. The happy place. I'm not familiar. I assume he was dragged here and dumped off the edge of the cliff. This is a secluded spot. There's a ring in his death-grip fist. Why was he holding this when he died? Is this a message? It's a gaudy ring with a bright sapphire inset. Rest in rips, K-Hex. I'll find out what happened to you. I wonder if it's an outline in this scene. There was an option in the options to, like, turn off something. Oh, mature content. So I wonder if the fact that it was like a picture of someone who was supposed to be dead, that they're like, when you go to the close-up, it would have been a... What are you? It would have continued to be an outline in the close-up. What? All I did was pick up some alcohol. Oh, this was from the beginning. Okay, so this said 25th island sequence. So these are the handful of people who already went through the gate before it closed. Show on Netflix? Okay. Sometimes the moon smiles at me. Drink your whiskey. You can feel the one in the golden city on the dark side of the grinning moon. Told you before, don't talk about him. Not on this island sequence. Do not invite disaster. But drink your whiskey. And Lady Love Dies is the name of the protagonist, whom we are playing. Code Whiskey. A bourbon with a taste of chocolate and hazelnut. Oh, a nice whiskey to have with friends. Do keep in mind that your friends are all being monitored. Are they? What did I find? Can't reach it. That's our currency. I don't know what we spend them on yet other than fast travel. So I should also... Oh, I don't have any way to get out of here without swimming, I guess. Also, my god. I really do have to turn down the ambiance a bunch. It seems as though there is not only one conclusion that you can come to, unlike, you know, say Phoenix Wright, where like there's only one right answer. This seems like there are many conclusions that you can come to, and the game will, you know, continue to roll with it. I don't know to what extent. It's traditional to donate and let blood in prayer at a temple. Blood? I guess. What happens? May the silent goat walk with me. I got a heart container or something. A carving about the god Lost Pain. Escaped to the moon's dark side. Oh, they were just talking about him. Has been leeching power from the core of the moon. Worshipped by the moon cult, he will drain the moon dry to regain his power. Desires to scorch the earth clean in his revenge. Well, it sounds like I should probably worship him too. Do. Playful Stones. A common game among children. Are there children in this world? I don't even know. Celestial Thrones. Stones are arranged on a grid, and players take turns moving them to capture the opponent's stones and stacking them. Sounds like a puzzle. Don't know how I feel about this interface and the whole popping up that things do. What? The lines stop and start, geometric, crisscrossing the air, but not everywhere. I had a visit from the marshals. They're onto me. I bet it was the guy next door. All he does is feed the fish and gossip. Get a life. I don't know how close you have to be to something to see that it's investigatable. I feel like most of the things I've interacted with have been... Oh no, here we go. We're finding so many of them. I thought they were going to be rare at first. So yeah, like this, how far away? I needed to get this far away before I could see the brackets. Oh. Drinks cost blood crystals. I'll browse them. Everything is sold out except for Dead Nebula, which has a tongue on the can. Nah. Let's leave. How do I leave? Not escape. Okay, so let me out. So let me out. So let me out. There it is. Q. Alright. Here's a phone with which I may save.
Getting saved.
This is the boarding point for boat trips which go around the island. The sign says the boat rides were shut down by Yuri Knight a few days ago. There's no reason given. I wonder why. Why would he shut them down early? Dun dun dun. Oh, it's Shinji. What's up? Do you think whoever did the murder is evil? They have to be, right? Murder is evil, and so on. Evil is a worthless trait cowards assign to people they wish didn't exist. It's a hand wave. By not examining why we think of them as evil, we learn less about ourselves and about our society. The Syndicate is trying to resurrect a race of alien gods that enslaved man and fought millennia-long wars. I don't think you should be spouting off about evil. A demon shouldn't be questioning the Syndicate. We have our holy mission. Alright, so I guess that's the reason for the paradise thing, is that the gods left and we want them to return, and we will do so by crafting a paradise? Okay. And demons are different from the gods. The demons are trying to stop us, maybe. And he is a demon. That's a good one. And he exploded. As he does. As you do.
Crystal obtained.
Do 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 do. Do 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 do.
Ha. Ugh. Ha.
Crystal obtained.
Maybe it's a mistake that I didn't unlock any of the... Oh my gosh, a person? A ghost? I'll talk to the horrified ghost. It happened right here. Can you believe it? Believe what? A horror. A waking horror. This island. It's a carnival of nightmares. Has its charms. It has it''s charms. Alright, we'll find a new game to play. I'm uninstalling this. You're insane. All of you insane. You're lucky. You weren't got by him. By who? The vampire. That horror. The vampire horror. The vampire killed you? On this beach, a nighttime stroll resulted in gross murder. Did the marshals investigate? No one cared. No one believes in vampires. It happened. I can't leave this place until I know there is evidence. Finding evidence is what I do. The horror! So is this like a mini investigation? And can I talk to him again? Did you find evidence? Working on it. Keep looking. I found it. I found some garlic. That proves there's vampires. I've spent like 90% of the playthrough on this beach so far.
Getting saved.
Oh yeah, that is always nice. Plus, I'm gonna start
Travel unlocked.
now that I know that we get so many of these blood crystals.
Download getting obtained.
Wouldn't it be great to have an apartment with a view like this? Imagine how few problems you'd have. Blood crystals are everywhere. I should have been unlocking these phones so I could get around the island faster. Oh, it's another pay your blood and get a thing shrine. Endless Moon carving. Carving detailing the god Endless Moon, the goat woman, settled in France and defended the country from dire Rose, imprisoned in the underground palace in France during the Great Betrayal. You say so. And you did say so. And I shouldn't doubt you. Carved tablet inside of a blood temple. Vampire murders! 22nd island sequence. The vampire murders begin. We will be haunted by this vile monster in our ranks. So, we're on 24. So 2 sequences ago, there were vampire murders? Does that count as proof for that guy, I'll go back to him in a moment.
The crystal obtained.
Murders of or by? Maybe both. Oh. Nope. Didn't count as evidence. Very well. Dead zone. Henry allowed demons to flood into this area. So yeah, let's look at the... Okay, so nothing about the... It looks like the little thing that I picked up didn't add anything to the history. Man, there's going to be a whole lot of stuff to figure out. It's curious to see this in like a wander around adventure game format as opposed to a visual novel, which is what I would be used to for mystery games like Danganronpa and Phoenix Wright.
Relic obtained.
18th island sequence, the erroneous timelines. Gregory Complex gave his life so that they may be switched back. Well, I'll go back in time and save him. It's only polite. Someone sacrifices themselves to change the timeline. Told you couldn't stop me. Okay, but there was nothing there.
Getting saved. Fast travel unlocked. Starlight gate
Every
obtained.
one of them that I unlock gives me a new skin for my laptop. Curious. Shinji again. The dead zone holds many secrets. Look at the scavengers above it. They feed off things that some do not want seen. The crows are feeding off a corrupted land. I'm sure there's a metaphor or something in there. Something about the syndicate or something. It'll come to me. See ya. So if I have Cosmos and Pyramids, I will be able to use my laptop to unlock this door. Curious. And I don't have those things, right? Upgrades? No, none.